What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're working on collaboration group Freehand Gone Wild. So this collaboration this month is cubes, like a cube, but it's freehand. But then I always add a twist, so we'll put the twist in later. All right, so basically this is what I'm gonna show you, what I consider a cube. So this is just a cup or a lid off of a water bottle, when you toss. I just save them, so when I'm using like one color, I could just put it in here, and then when I'm done, I just toss it. That way I don't have to waste a whole lot of paint. But, so I'm going to scoop some of this up, and I'm going to put it, it's been sitting here for a few minutes. I'm going to put it down here on my tray. I'm a Maniology ambassador. Never Naked 10 is my code. It'll also be down in the description box if you'd like to go over and check some things out. I have mixed emotions with Maniology right now, so I have to come to terms with that privately. Anywho, if you want to know what that is, instant message me and I'll tell you. Alright, so this is just water in an old, mister. I've had this thing for a bazillion years. Anyway, I just spray it on my tray. So, what I'm going to do is mix up some of this. This is just, this is an apple barrel acrylic paint, antique white. My whites are upstairs and I'm downstairs, and I didn't feel like going and getting it, and it really doesn't matter. The only reason I'm using the white is to show you how to do it. Normally I would, oh, that's just a shake on the whole thing. I probably would have chose blue if I wasn't doing it on camera. You still could do blue. It really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna load my brush up, and I'm gonna take some off, and I just do it off on the side. Sometimes I do it on my thumb just to make sure that my brush is to a point. And we're just gonna make, here, I'm gonna go this way because I tend to face them all the same direction. So I'm going to turn the nail, and hopefully that will help me. So I'm going to show you. You're going to go, all right, so I'm going to make a square, and I'm going to try as best I can to make that as even as possible. Right, so we're going to make the square, right? And then from the side of the square, it doesn't matter where, you could pick any edge, any side of the square. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick a direction. So this one, I'm going to go this way, down, and this way, down. Make them the same angle. And then match this angle on this side. I don't know if that made any sense. Okay. Now on this side, I'm going to load my brush up. On this one, I'm going to match this angle. So I'm going to go this way. It's probably a little too far. And then I'm going to match this angle right here. That's how you do it. So now what I'm going to do is pull this jelly teal watercolor polish. This is from SheModern. I am a SheModern ambassador as well, and my 10% off code is Jill10. I will have that down in the description box. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a drop, like literally that's enough for 15 cubes if you keep hydrated. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up at full strength. And what I'm going to do, it's hard to see without a light on, but I hopefully you guys can see this better than. So what I'm going to do is go to the inside of the line. This is where you can even out that line if you wanted to. Now I'm going to move down to the front of the cube. Anyway, so, you know, and you can fuss with this and go back and forth and, you know, even the lines out. You can even, if you go too far over the edge, don't worry about it. You could come back with just a little bit of white paint and even it out when you're done filling it in. But this way you can get, you know, some guidelines, and if you make it all blue, then, or, you know, all one color, then it won't look like a cube. It'll just look like, I'm not sure. It won't look like a cube. I can go back to my white paint here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of water. And make sure that watercolor is dry all the way. So like on this one at the top, I've gone back and forth, filled it in a little bit, and then squared it off. So the more it just gives it more definitions. More definition that it almost looks like, in person, it's definitely, excuse me, in person, it's definitely three-dimensional. So I'm just going to go back and forth, making sure I'm keeping the angles correct. So when you add if you go back and redo the outline, just make sure that you keep the right angles. That's all I can say, is it's all about angles and where you place the lines. So now I will just I'm going to clean the brush off a little bit, and now I'm going to go back in full strength and kind of maybe just fill more of the middle this time, not so much to the edge. If you go to the edge, it's okay. Just go back, you know, let it dry, go back, touch it up with a little bit of paint. All right, so I'm going to add a couple of more of those to this nail. I'll be right back, and I'm going to show you the finished mani, but we're focusing on the cube, but I wanted the cube to become a finished mani. So I'm going to finish this nail up, and I will add, excuse me, geez, smudge free top coat from Maniology, and that's that. So at the end, I will give you a finished picture. I hope I'm not breaking any rules. I did do the cube, and I showed you as best I could to do the cube, and the rest is stamped. Let's just go with that. I am going to go and finish these up. I will catch you guys all in the next video. I really, really appreciate you spending some extra time with me today. And if you haven't subscribed and you're still here, then you probably should do that. Anyway, I would appreciate it if you would join my channel and my journey. Gonna run. I will catch you guys all in the next video. Don't forget, smile at the grumpy. Bye.